Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a kaleidoscope card, and Amanda Fowler from Inspiring Inking was the one who demonstrated this. That I saw her video on YouTube and was very inspired by it, so thanks to Amanda for that. So these are some cards that I've made using this technique. So here's one using a new set in the new mini catalogue. An autumn set called Autumn Splendour, I think. It's got 3 punches to go with the acorn and the oak leaf and the sycamore leaf. And then this one, which is using a new snowflake bundle in the mini catalogue, the holiday mini catalogue. Thank you so much is one of the sentiments from that. And then this is using Forever Fern. I watercoloured the watercolour paper and then I cut it out with one of the dies, and this is the kaleidoscope technique underneath, and then I've gold embossed a sentiment from Beautiful Friendship. So those are the cards. I'm just going to show you the technique how to make it. So you need about 10 anything from 4.5 to 6 inch strips trimmed at 1/4 of an inch. So you can see I've got a number here that I've pre-cut, but I'll just show you the new Stampin' Up! Trimmer is really amazing for cutting small strips of cardstock. So I'll just give you an example. So I want 1/4 inch strips, and it's wonderful because it stops it going beyond the line here. So you just measure up for 1/4 of an inch and cut, and then you just push one piece over, because basically I've chosen 5 colours, and one of the colours really needs to be pale. So I've got 2 of that colour, and then I would cut 2 in this colour. And again, I'd cut 1 and then just put it to the side, and then I just take this, measure it up again against the line, and I do that with 2 of each colour. So that's just to show you how easy it is cutting thin strips with the new Stampin' Up! Trimmer, which is only £23, by the way. So I've already cut my strips for this card, and as you can see, they're blues and greens, a little bit of smoky slate, and some white is my sort of bright standing out colour. So you take a piece of cardstock, which could really be any colour. I've decided to use Misty Moonlight. So you cut it at a little bit over 4. So this is 4.25 by 2.25, but it's going to be trimmed to 2 inches by 4 inches. I'll explain that in a moment. So I'm just going to show you how you start sticking the strips on. So you can use seal, or I'm using Tombow. So I'm just going to do some of the strips because I don't want to waste time doing too many, and then I'll carry on with one I've already prepared. So I like to start with the darkest colour, so I would just stick that on here like that. Oops, make sure it's over the edge. There we go. And then I'm going to take, so that's Misty Moonlight. This one is Shaded Spruce. And you butt the ends up together like that. And then I've got some Just Jade, which goes very nicely with Shaded Spruce. And I've got a little bit of Cinnamon Cider seems to have popped in there, but I don't think that I want that colour. So I'm going to put a little bit more glue on and put some Smoky Slate, and then my brighter colour, which is my Whisper White. So there's some Smoky Slate. So I've chosen cool colours for this one, and then I'm going to put some white, and then I would just continue doing that until I've covered the 2.25 by 4.25 rectangle of cardstock. So this is one I've already done, so I'm going to trim it down. So I'm just going to show you how to trim it down. So I'll just get my trimmer in the right place there. So you turn it over, and the first thing you do is trim one side. So I'll just do that and get rid of the bits off there, get them out of the way. And then I want to make sure that I trim it down to 4 inches. So I put the side I've just trimmed to the left-hand side and trim to 4 inches, so that I don't want that bit there. And then this I'm going to trim to 2 inches. So at the moment it measures 2.25. So I'm going to take 1/8 of an inch off this side, and I'm going to take 1/8 of an inch off the other side. So it comes down exactly to 2. Okay, and just make sure that I've got that at the top as well, and that's cut off nicely there. So then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to cut it in half. So I've got 2 2x2 squares. Cut it like that. It's just gone in 2. And then I put this on my trimmer and I put it corner to corner like that. Put the arm down and cut it in two. And then I would put it up against the top to make sure I've got the point in the right place. And cut that and put this one at the top with the point in the right place. And then I've got to do, so that's one 2x2 square cut into 4 triangles. And then I'm just going to do this one like that, and then repeat what I did the first time. Make sure I've got the cutting blade where I want it, and then this one. Make sure I've got that on the groove. Very easy to measure, so I've got my 4 triangles. Now this is when the fun starts, because I'm now going to put them together in a pattern, and I've already prepared my card base. That's a retired colour, Wisteria Wonder, and then I've got Merry Merlot, and then Petal Pink, and then I've got the smaller piece of white, and this is an embossing folder from the annual catalogue, which is one of 2 called greenery embossing folders, and that's that. So I'm going to get my silicone. Very important to use a silicone mat when you're gluing or when you're using aqua painters, because obviously it'll take the water and the glue and you can just clean it off afterwards. You can see I used an aqua painter earlier with a technique and I didn't have the silicone mat, so it got onto my grid paper. But there we go, such is life. So I'm just going to measure this up here so that I have it equidistant from either side, and I'm now going to work out how to put these on. So they're going to go like this, but I've got to decide. I've just got to cut this one. I didn't quite cut it down the middle. Get that one cut like that, and then I'm going to put my triangles. They're going to go like this, but first of all I've got to arrange them so that I have a pattern coming out. So I know that I want to have, this will give me a cross in the centre, which is quite a nice pattern. If I just get that there, like that. And I've put on some of the cards, I've put them on dimensionals. On one of the cards I put some on dimensionals and some not, so it's really up to you how you want to work it like that. So this one is similar to that one, and there, and there, and that's how you're going to stick them on. So probably I don't need to show you that because I just put dimensionals on the back and stick it on, and then it's great fun actually choosing how you're going to, what stamp set you're going to use with it. So with this one, it shouts to me of Prized Peony. I think it would look lovely with a peony on it, so I'll probably use Prized Peony. And on my Facebook group, Stamping Every Day is one of my Facebook groups. I've also got a private group called Fanny Stafford's Happy Stampers. You can ask to join that one, or Stamping Every Day you can like, and then you'll see my posts, and I'll post the finished cards on there to show you. So once again, this is the Forever Fern one. This is the one that I've used, the new Snowflake stamp set in the Holiday Mini, and this is the new Autumn Splendor stamp set from the Mini as well. And you might just see the 3D there. I've put these 2 and these 2 up on dimensionals, and the other ones are flat on the card. So I hope you've enjoyed this video today, and I hope you have fun with this technique. Bye.